Hi, I wanted to provide some instructions here for the fruit identification assignment. So learning intention on this one, we're learning about specific structures in angiosperms so we can classify them and understand how they reproduce. Success criteria, I'll be successful when I can identify a specific type of fruit by its shape and structure, and I can describe what a fruit is and the importance of being able to identify specific fruits. So we're going to be utilizing this PDF entitled Classifying Fruit, and I'll go ahead and I'll read through the introduction on this one. This one gives definition of a fruit, and this kind of goes back to when we've discussed parts of a plant. Forget everything you think you know about fruit. Much of it is incorrect. Many things we call vegetables are fruits. Again, we're talking about the botanical definition, not the culinary definition. Many things we call berries are not berries at all. Nuts and grains are fruits as well, but not all things we call nuts are true nuts. The scientific definition of a fruit is any structure that develops from a fertilized ovary and contains seeds of the plant. All fruits come from the ovaries of a flower. Therefore, many things that we consider to be vegetables are actually fruits. For example, tomatoes, cucumbers, beans, green beans, as well as all other beans, peas, peppers, corn, eggplant, and squash are all fruits. And we don't need to get into the nitty-gritty details from there, but I do want you to look at section 3 here, where it talks about some of the major fruit types that we eat. And again, it will give you, let's look at our first example here. So it talks about the akene as a fruit type. Description, it says a small dry fruit with a thin, close-fitting wall around a single seed. So again, use these descriptions to help you with this assignment, to help you, look at an example and see, does it fit these characteristics? It also gives examples so you can kind of check your answer. So examples of fruits that we would consider akenes would be sunflower seeds. Again, the hull of the sunflower seed is the actual fruit, the akene. And strawberries. It says, remember, the seed-like thing on the outside of the strawberry is the actual fruit. Like the red part that we mostly eat is not technically the fruit. Again, this gets into one of those, very specific details. But the little tiny dots on the outside surface of it, each one of those is a single small dry fruit with a thin, close-fitting wall around a single seed. So, looking here at our actual assignment, this should give you the basic idea of the structures of different fruits and how they are classified. Now look at the example fruits below and classify what type of fruit is shown in each picture, either akene, berry, capsule, caryopsis, drupe, legume, nut, or pome. After identifying each fruit, answer the reflection questions that follow. So again, we've got some examples here. We've got the snow pea, pear, plum, tomato, almond, chestnut, sunflower, Brazil nut, corn or maize. And again, it says, note, the germ represents a single seed. So here in this diagram where it says germ, that is the one single seed inside of this fruit, and bell pepper. So once you're done identifying each of those fruits, here are the two reflection questions. What is the definition of a fruit? Again, think about what we've discussed in class and the explanation given on page 1, section 1 of the PDF, the part that I read out to you. And 2, why would it be important to identify different types of fruits between plants? Think about what's the significance of us understanding why these fruits would be different. Why would that be helpful for a horticulturist or someone studying plants? So again, this is a pretty short, straightforward one, just helps a little bit with identifying these types of plants. So again, should go very smoothly for you. Again, I would highly encourage you to thoroughly read the description and the examples to make sure that you've got the correct answer and go from there.